Someone who commutes a lot when I was still in the Philippines, nung nasa Pilipinas pa ako, tricycle, jeep, tri-bike. There are some do's and don'ts that I wanted to share on today's video. So hopefully this will reach the people that are trying to plan a trip to the Philippines. Or kung wala ka lang magawa, gusto mo lang manood ng YouTube video, this video is for you. If you want to help me out, gusto mo mag-add sa list ko, leave a comment down below. Let's go and start the video. So first, unang-una is hygiene. Let's not forget about the hygiene. If you're riding Jeepney and this is your first time, you probably don't know, sometimes it can get kind of crowded inside the Jeepney, and sometimes you are shoulder to shoulder with the other person, so it's important to wear deodorant, and it's also important to maybe brush your teeth or bring a mouthwash or like use a mouthwash, because it can get very crowded inside the jeepney. Hygiene is important when you're at the jeepney. And in the Philippines, it's tropic. It's always hot 24/7. Even like in the bare months, yung pag malapit na yung Pasko, malamig. For Filipinos, that's like their cool season. Pero sa mga expats, for tourists, it's still kind of hot and humid, especially if you're coming from like a four-season place like where I'm at. Expat or tourists might find Philippines hot and humid all year round. Pero sa ating mga Pilipino, ako lumaki ako sa Pilipinas kasi, kung malamig na sa atin yung December, November, December, January, malamig na yan. Pero sa kanila, hindi ba? Mainit pa rin sa kanila. So, deodorant and mouthwash when you ride the jeepney. Second is saying please and thank yous. This is like very basic. Say please and thank yous. For expat and tourists, words that you need to kind of like keep in mind or like memorize when you travel to the Philippines is like bayad po, which is something you say when you're ready and you're ready to pay. Bayad po. And then para po is when you are ready to get off the jeepney. I rode the bus here. Nagbus din ako dito sa Amerika. Here in the US, they have, when you ride the bus, they have the wire that you can just like pull and then it'll alert the driver. In the Philippines, we don't do that. We just yell, para po, sa tabi lang po. And then a driver will slow down and get you off where he can stop and let you off the jeep. Bayad po is when you try to ask someone if they can reach or if they can help you give your fare to the driver. Para po is when you're ready to get off the jeepney. So if you want it to be like extra nice and you just want to be nice, right? You can say, pakisuyo po, bayad. Pakisuyo is like more of like a respectful way to kind of say, instead of saying bayad po. But if you're having anxiety and you don't want to if you don't want to put yourself out there, just say bayad po. Po is like a respectful term already. So bayad po will suffice. But if you're feeling confident, you've been in the Philippines for a while, just say pakisuyo po, bayad. If you don't want to say para po, you can also say tabi lang po. Tabi lang po. The driver will know that you're ready to get off. My husband liked to say kanto lang po. Kanto lang po is like just in the corner. For some reason, he likes saying kanto lang po. Just in the kanto is like corner in Tagalog. Just get me off that corner is basically the translation. Those are like the basic terms that you use when you ride the jeepney. Bayad po is when you're trying to ask someone if they can hand your fare to the driver. Para po is when you're trying to get off the jeepney and you're trying to signal the driver that you're ready to get off. And then of course, thank you is salamat in Tagalog or Filipino. If someone reach out for your bayad and they help you reach it to the driver, of course you're going to say thank you or salamat. Thank you. Filipinos will understand thank you because everyone in the Philippines can understand basic English. Filipinos will understand please, thank yous. Most Filipinos can actually speak English. Third is no seatbelts. There are no seatbelts in jeepneys. So as soon as you get in the jeepney, you make sure that you find something to hold on to, because most of the jeepneys, at least when I was there, they don't have any seatbelts. There's bars on the roof of the jeepney, a rail that you can hold. And then if the jeepney is not overloaded, you can also hold the window. There is some, handle here and there that you can find to hold on to. But as soon as you ride the jeepney, you find something to hold on to. Fourth is overloading. They tend to overload the jeepneys in the Philippines. I guess they're just trying to squeeze as much as they can. We're like different sizes. There's more petite. There's some people that are like chubbier. So prepare yourself to be like squeezed in. If you're the type of traveler that you want to experience how local people in that country live, then you should experience riding the jeepney. It's just like, it's part of traveling basically. But yeah, they try to squeeze in as much as they can. Some Filipinos gets irritated. I get irritated, and I'm like, I stayed there. I was born and raised there. So we would understand if other expat tourists, Americans would get irritated too, but not too much. Not too much. This is the way of life in the Philippines, It is what it is. If you don't want to experience that, then call a taxi or like a Grab. I don't think back then they have Uber. I don't know if they still have Uber. Equivalent to Uber is Grab. So grab a Grab. And yeah, but if you want to experience living life in the Philippines day to day, try to ride jeepney or tricycle or tri-bike if they still have tri-bike. Fifth is be aware of your surroundings. Do not display valuable items. I know when I travel there, I try to be as simple as I can. I do not even bring my camera. I just bring my phone. And even my phone, it's just always in my pocket. I don't like put my phone, take pictures everywhere. That's just like, okay, it's just giving like to tourists. You're a tourist and you're like putting a bullseye on your forehead. Like, hey, I'm a tourist. I'm a target. Be aware of your surroundings when you sit down in the jeepney and it's overloaded and it's like you guys are like shoulder by shoulder. Some pickpocketers would take that opportunity that like the hand will be everywhere, and sometimes their hand would end up in your pocket. So it's like, just be mindful, be aware of your surroundings. If the person beside you moves a lot, just like, just let them know that I can see you moving too much. Like, why are you moving too much, bro? Why are you moving too much? Just like, can you stay still? Like, let them know that you see them, that you are like, I see you doing the thing that you're doing. I know what you're doing. I wouldn't wear a lot of jewelry. I would not wear a lot of jewelry. I know for like women, we only want to be cute. We want to look cute and have like earrings and like simple jewelry, but not like too much. Don't display valuable items if you want to show off your like, I don't know, Louis Vuitton bag, or like, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. 6 is be mindful of the traffic, especially if you have like an important appointment like immigration, US embassy, visa interview, all that stuff. You have to consider the traffic. In Manila, it can get very like crowded and congested. Make sure you have allowance. So yeah, consider the traffic. 7th is you have to know your destination. You have to consider that the drivers cannot track of all the passengers' destination. So you, as the passenger, you have to know where are you getting off. You can ask other passengers. Filipinos are really nice. They will help you, especially if you look clueless or if you look lost. Filipinos, mabait naman kami. Ituturo namin. Minsan ako ganyan ako sa pag nakikita ko yung tao na parang kailangan ata nito ng tulong, naliligaw na ata to. I would help, especially if they ask questions like, is this like this street, that street? Oh yeah. And then sometimes I would say, hey, driver, this guy is about to get off. Filipinos are very helpful. Or you can go straight to the driver himself and let them know that, hey, I'm getting off this street. Maybe, let me know because I am not familiar with this area of Manila. The driver cannot keep a mental list of his passengers' destination. So you have to know. That's why we say, para po, sa tabi lang po, sa kanto lang po, kuya, baba na po ako. And last but not the least is just be patient and be respectful. Some tourists, because it's like their culture shock. Marami sa kanila is culture shock and naiinitan siguro, naiirita, maingay, so loud because of the traffic, the noise pollution. Just be patient. It's a new country. This is not the same as where you're from. Show patience to the people surrounding you as well and just be respectful. Just enjoy the trip. I mean, it's a different country, and that you are finally seeing how the locals live and do their day-to-day jobs. So with me, I know I like looking at the window and actually just watching other people's as the the jeepney who drove past them. It's just fun to see how the Philippines is. That's why I like riding jeepneys. I feel like if you follow all those hygiene, say please and thank yous, be careful by like, you know, finding something to hold on to because there's no seatbelt, they're gonna overload the jeepney. So don't fret, don't get pissed off because that's gonna happen. Be aware of your surroundings, be mindful of the traffic, and you have to know your destination so you won't get lost, and just be patient and respectful. With all that combined, I know you will enjoy your trip in the Philippines and you will, I don't know, probably gonna come back. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. If you wanna add more to the list, kung meron pa akong nakalimutan, meron kang gustong idagdag, I respond to all the comments. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!